Hey, welcome back. I know it's been a while. This is Jude, your favorite lesbian by now. I am excited to be here, and I did not want to leave you guys without anything, so I figured let me get on here and at least say a few words before the end of the evening and not give you something. First of all, have a few must mentions. The story about Terrence Williams and Felipe Santos. Please Google it so that you guys can get some background on what I'm going to be talking about. It's a very serious story, and it's something that I'm very passionately involved in because it does involve a police officer from the state of Florida that may or may not have been part of this foul play that's taken place, and the families of these two gentlemen really need answers. And as I've mentioned to you guys before, we can have a lot of fun on Facebook. We can enjoy YouTube channels and do a lot of things that make us laugh and have fun. But we have to also take responsibility for some of the things that we hear that are going on in today's world, and especially in our community, because we can only start with where we live and fix what's going on at home. And those two guys have been missing for quite some time. Nobody knows what's happened to them. We're not sure if there's some racism involved. But nonetheless, I'm going to be bringing you the story in full, I promise, tomorrow. Today is the 28th. Tomorrow will be the 29th. I will, in fact, do another webisode tomorrow night, so please catch me here. But in the meantime, I wanted to talk to you guys about something light and fun. Before I get started, I wanted to say thank you to Tanner Helms. He is on my Facebook page, Tanner Helms. He was kind enough to send me his first CD. He is on my Facebook, Tanner Helms. And this is his first CD. He is going to be releasing the CD March 20th, which is going to be in a few weeks, next month. So please support him. Go to my page. Tell him Jude the Lesbian sent you. And he's giving out some great music, guys. I don't know how many he has left, but he is giving away some CDs. Check out some of the samples that he's got. He's got a great video out there. One of my favorite songs so far is "Beautiful to Me." I think it's a beautiful song. Pardon the irony, but it's a lovely song. It's great. It's hip. It's fresh. It's different. It has, to me, it's just got that jazzy late night, drinking a wine, trying to relax kind of music. But his name is Tanner Helms. He so graciously sent me a free copy of his CD, and I want to thank you so much, Tanner, for that. And for all you haters out there, he signed my very first copy. Thank you, Tanner, for this wonderful CD. Now, I want to talk to you real fast here about Parenthood. I know I promised you the story about Terrence Williams and Felipe Santos, but I didn't have time to do that episode tonight, so tomorrow I will be bringing that to you. And also, I've got some other information. Louis the Sasquatch Soto will be joining us shortly. There's going to be some changes to the Jude the Lesbian show, and I'm hoping that as we grow, you grow with me and with us, and that you really take this to the next level. But I want to talk about Parenthood tonight. Have a short little conversation about me becoming a parent. I am now officially the proud parent of 3 beautiful boys, Caden, Jonathan, and Evan. I've always questioned what parenthood would be like, and since I've been involved with my girlfriend now, it's been a different feeling. The closer I get to them, the more I grow as a person. They help me to see things about myself that I forgot about. Like the fact that I love comics, and they've got me wearing, Superman, Batman shirts, hat. Caden, let's start with him. He has a very unique personality. He does have Down syndrome, but he is one of the smartest kids with challenges that I've ever met. And his personality alone, I mean, he knows what he wants, when he wants it, and how he's going to get it. There's nothing that can stand in Caden's way. He's deaf in one ear, and he's has a partial hearing loss like I do in his other ear, and he's also blind. He can see shadows. And even with all of those challenges, he really gets around. I mean, you can't even lay your eyes off this kid for 1 second, and he'll be dashing off somewhere, creating havoc. And what I've learned about him is that he's really kept me on the edge. It's a challenge, but I've learned something about him because I've come in to the family situation after the fact. I've learned that this kid has pretty much got his mother wrapped around his finger, so to speak. But Caden, he's an amazing, amazing child, and he's actually 17. I know in the pictures he looks like he's about 3 or 4. He's very tiny. He's about 54 pounds or so. He's probably about the size of a 7-year-old, a 6 or a 7-year-old. He's just a little tiny thing, and I love him so much, and he just cracks me up. He's got a personality that's even bigger than life, and he's just absolutely fantastic, and he makes me laugh. He's just a real strong, funny little dude, and for me, what that's done is that it's made me feel very lucky to have met him. He really does bring a lot of sunshine into my life, and I'm proud to be a part. The next oldest is 12-year-old Jonathan, blonde hair, blue eyes. He's got a big heart. I'm hoping that the influence that I have with him, he's more of he's a feeler, he's an emotional. And this kid from Tennessee is he is a patriot, fanatic, to get to know them as individuals. But Jonathan, we call him John or Johnny. He's a funny kid too. He's got a great sense of humor. He's a lover. Even though I didn't give birth to them, there's something growing in my heart. There's something that's happened since they've been in my life to where there's this passionate love, but growing. Evan, out of all three, because I have no favorites, and that I know that Evan leans more towards me. And when I was growing up, it was kind of that way with my dad. Me and him had a lot of things that were similar personality, if you will. And John is a lot like his mother. I always see them, I say like mommy like Johnny like mommy. And then Caden's just like a mixture of everybody. He's just on his own, just a real strong character. He knows what he wants and when he wants it. And that's it. But Evan is very close to my heart and my personality, as they all are. But Evan's got a lot of me for some reason. I can understand him. I can relate to him. And it's just, I have 2 nephews, Nicholas and Eric, 15 and 17. And they're, my only nephews from my only brother. And they've been the closest that I've ever had to having kids. And to be honest with you, I miss them being children very much. I miss my nephews a lot. And so having this opportunity to be around another set of, kids and be an influence for them, as I was also with Nicholas and Eric, really brings back a lot of memories. And it also warms my heart. And it just, I want them to be the best that they can be. And I think that that's what parenthood ultimately is about. It's about giving selflessly. It's not about you anymore. I'm wearing this t-shirt and I'm wearing my little hat, and I did it in honor of them, and I enjoy wearing it for them, as for myself too. But I do enjoy feeling that kid at heart, and I also enjoy that loving feeling that I have too for them when I think of them, when I miss them. There's just so much that I want to share with them, and I can't wait. I can't wait to hug them, to see them, and for them to grow up to be, the fine young men that I know that I can help contribute them to their lives. Because I'd like for you, the audience, to get to know them and to know who my family is. And these boys, they're they're like my own in so many ways. In a sense, I have five, between Nicholas and Eric, between, Caden, John, and Evan. It's going to be quite an adventure. My girlfriend hasn't moved down here yet. She will be here in a few months. We are planning for that move. In the meantime, we've been doing the whole long distance thing, which is hard, but it does make us stronger. And I think in many ways it makes us so much stronger that we inevitably can deal with almost anything. When you've been with someone who was your friend for so many years, and then all of a sudden they become your partner, and then along with that you have a family, it's like, wow, I'm a parent, I'm actually gonna be an influence in their lives of something that is just the most beautiful thing that's happened in my whole life. I found a great partner and three boys that just complete me, along with my family, my mom, and of course my nephews. Been, my boys for many years. They'll always be my boys, my babies. But there's the feeling of being a parent now, a full-time parent. I'm looking forward to putting their bedrooms together. I'm looking forward to painting and doing all the things that people do when they're getting their kids' room. I almost feel like I'm expecting my babies to arrive, kind of. So if you're gonna do a baby shower for me, but I am excited and I love them so much. And when you love someone, you love all of them. And I love their mom, and I love Cade, I love John, and I love Evan, and when I say their names, and when I see their faces, their pictures, when I hear their voices, it completes me. And that's what being a family is about. It's about a unity. And although I come on here and I talk to you guys about, doing for your community, and I talk to you guys about some of the sad things that happen in life, I have to remember too that there are other beautiful things that we can talk about, and that is our families, the very nature of our families, and you know, what we have. And I just can't wait. I can't wait to get out there and start, swinging a bat or throwing a football or kicking a soccer ball. And I'm elated. It's like I feel like I'm having three babies all at once. I've become a parent. And even when I say that, I've become a parent. Wow. I didn't need to give birth to them to know what has been born from my heart, because they are my kids. So, taking a little more time than I thought I would, but tomorrow's episode, I'm going to bring you a little more information on Louis the Sasquatch Soto. I'm going to bring you a little more information on Terrence Williams, and I'm going to bring you a little information on Felipe Santo, the story behind that. Tyler Perry's behind that. There really is an uproar about this story, and I'd like for you to join me. And for those of you that are joining me for the first time, please check out the other webisodes. Pass along a message, send it to your friends, and make sure that you're hitting that like button, leave comments, send me emails if there's something that you want to hear about. But I want to thank, most importantly, the viewers. Michelle Ibanez. I know that so far you're kind of like my biggest fan. And I appreciate you watching. Sam, I know you've known Madonna for many years. Thank you. And any tips that you guys might have on parenthood, please leave me a comment. You know what to do. Just, post something. And I want to thank my family once again for making me so happy. And here's to Supergirl, Superman, for the boys. Got a slideshow coming up after this. I hope you enjoy it. And guys, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for your support. I know I've got some new viewers out there. There's a guy named George, or Jorge maybe. Well, that's it, folks. Remember, we can't change the world in its entirety, but together we can make a difference, step by step, with all of the little pieces that matter. Stay strong, and thank you for watching once again. Bye.
Walking down this cold, dark, alone. that road. I feel so much pain, sadness, and hurt down in my soul. Wondering, will I ever see your face again? And will the weight of my heart ever be lifted? Oh, open up my eyes, I miss you. Every time I fall asleep, I miss you. I wanna scream and shout, I miss you. Every day if I look out, I miss you. Every time I close my eyes, I miss you. Every day I walk in the streets to be near you. When I drop my breath, I feel you. I can't help but start to know I miss you. I'm walking and I've got no place to go, 'cause all I need is you right here at home. I just wanna look into your eyes again. So I'm praying and I'm down on my knees, trying to let you know how I miss you so. Open up my eyes, I miss you. Every time I fall asleep, I miss you. I wanna scream and shout, I miss you. Every day if I look out, I miss you. Every time I close my eyes, I miss you. Every day I walk in the streets to be near you. When I drop my breath, I feel you. I can't help but start to know I miss you.
It's the little things I miss the most. At home with my son, I'm sharing the mic post. When we suddenly overcome with the smell of my wife's roast, then we both knows to finish the song, I'm spitting, he's hitting the right notes. If y'all was sitting there hearing it, you would be swearing they couldn't be white folks. And I might boast, 'cause all that I have to grasp are weapons and rifles. I will go where the fight goes, as long as I rep with my brother's disciples. Where the light goes, every night I can't see the eyes of my son.